Now, some things I want to talk about in regards to you being successful selling on Flippa, because you've got to approach this with the right attitude. This is a for real business, okay? Myself, and I know a lot of other people that make big money flipping sites on a regular basis, like as in full time, that's all we do kind of stuff, okay? So, with that in mind, on Flippa, just like on eBay, okay, it's an auction environment, and just like on eBay, you have a reputation. And that reputation is very important. People are going to check out your reputation as far as, when they're going to make a bid on something. They want to see that you've really got the goods, that you've got a proven track record. So it is very important that you do a good job. And if you follow the guidelines that I've mentioned so far in the training, you should do pretty good with that, okay? Now, there are certain kinds of sites that outsell others on Flippa, and I do want to tell you what kinds of sites those are: auto blogs and AdSense sites. Now, what that is, an auto blog is like it's got a piece of software that it just creates content from grabbing other content on the internet. Okay, so it like takes articles and it posts them on your blog. Those do very good. AdSense sites, so setting up a site targeting keywords and putting some Google AdSense on it, those do pretty good as well. But when I say they do good, I mean that they sell well. They sell frequently, but they sell for less money. Okay, so they're fairly inexpensive. They are, in many respects, a lot easier to set up than some other things. So, you can turn them pretty quickly. But to get a lot of money, like on an AdSense site, it's going to have to be an old site that shows, that it makes money every single day. A lot of people, if you've got an AdSense site that'll make $1 a day in AdSense, you can do pretty good with those because people see that, for a relatively small investment, they'll be making some money with it. And if they add content to it, that'll just grow. Okay? That's just kind of the skinny on those types of sites. That's not really the model that I'm going after here in this training. I'm telling you, get some good quality PLR, rebrand it, and set that up as a turnkey business for somebody. You're going to make a whole lot more money off of those. I mean, these kinds of sites, auto blogs and AdSense, maybe $100. Okay, but I mean, it won't take you long to set them up. That's for sure. Your site needs original content to do well on Flippa. If you just go out there with stuff that, they're going to find all over the internet, that does not make it, a truly unique business opportunity for somebody. That's why I stress on the rebranding of the PLR stuff and customizing your sales page kind of stuff. You have to have something that truly nobody else has. And that gives them, as far as leverage, that's a much better position to be in as a website owner. So you put them in that position, and they're going to pay more money for it. Now, what do we do after we pick our we start off picking our niche, we pick some keywords, we get a PLR product? By the way, it's totally cool to, in addition to AdSense, you can get some affiliate offers, ClickBank, Share a Sale, that kind of stuff, and stick that on there too. Just as long as they just have to change their some kind of code or something so that it's their product then that they're promoting. But after you get all this set up, because, the first time, yes, you might work on it all weekend before you get it going. You'll get faster, though. And as you realize, okay, this is not very difficult to do, you spend a little bit of time to do it, bam, you're done. What do you do next? You do it again, folks. This is a process that never stops. As soon as you list a site, you get the whole thing done, it's tested, it's working, list it right away, start on another one. Don't even worry about what's going on with that particular auction at that point. Get your mind off of it, so to speak. You want to set up sites as quickly as possible, but keep the quality of the sites high. Remember that reputation you're going to have. You want to show people, I'm making some good stuff here. Okay, I'm setting up good sites. I am finding niches that are hot. I'm finding good keywords, and I'm writing good quality articles. And everything works. It's turnkey, bam, you're done. And this is in-demand product kind of stuff. Now, sometimes you might stumble onto a niche that could be very, very profitable for you. What you might consider doing is not listing that site right away. Get it all set up, make it all work, and do some link building so that it actually makes some sales, and allow that site to age for a little while. Once you get the site, if you get a site to a point where, it'll make you $500 a month, you can sell that easily, for $3,000-$4,000. It just depends on how you can prove things as far as what the site's actually doing. Anybody, it's a no-brainer. If a site makes $500 a month, anybody's going to say would be willing to spend $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 on it, because in just a few months they're going to be in profit, and from there, it's just cake, right? All right, let's talk about some flippa tips. These are very, very, I tell you what, let's save this for the next video, because this is going to be pretty extensive. I'm going to spend a good bit of time on this because I got some things to explain. So we'll take a look at flippa tips in the next video. Fortunately, what we're going to be doing actually can be laid out, in a step-by-step kind of process. And it's something that really one person can do fairly quickly, as a matter of fact. I would say probably the first time you do this, it'll take you a weekend. Okay, so, if you're working or whatever, if you got a regular job, you don't have to spend a whole bunch of time on it. You can do one of these in a weekend your first time. Honestly, if I'm really looking to move quickly on something, I can do it in like 2 evenings. Okay, and for the most part, a lot of that, granted, it's because I've been doing this a lot. I've been doing it a long time, and I really know what I'm doing, and I'm proficient in all of the programs that I have to use. But, you can get there fairly quickly. So let's go ahead and take a look at an overview of what is involved. I want you to know, beforehand, like, it's good to have like a bird's eye view, right? So you can tell this is everything that is going to be involved, and what puzzles fit where, so you can kind of see the big picture. First off, we want to find a hot niche. So we've got some research that we're going to be doing. I'm going to show you tools that you can use, places that you can go where you can find out what people are looking for, because this is probably the single most important thing that you do. Okay? And really in any internet marketing type business, but in this especially, is you've got to find what people want. Let me tell you a quick story. If you go out and find something that you think is really cool, but nobody else is interested in it, you're going to spend a whole bunch of time putting together something that is going to be worthless. Okay? And let me tell you the story to illustrate it. If you go out and go fishing, and I don't do a whole lot of fishing, okay? I used to. When I lived in Florida, I did a lot more fishing. I don't do so much now, but I do know this about fishing. You do not go into your tackle box and find just what your favorite lure is and throw it out in whatever water you see and expect to do good with it. Okay, because there are certain kinds of bait and lures that work for certain kinds of fish. There are certain places where those certain kinds of fish hang out. There are certain times of the day that you want to be there. All of that comes into play to help you select what it is that you're wanting to target and how you will target it. Right? You don't go out and pick the lure first and then hope for the best in the water. You say, okay, I'm going crappie fishing, or I want catfish, or I'm going to try to get some trout. or sailfisher. You're going to pick what it is that you're looking for, and then you will tailor everything around that. So, do you go out and just find some water and whatever fish happens to be there, that's great? Not really. Not if you're really wanting to. If you're just wanting to waste an afternoon and relax, then that's fine. But if you're wanting to fill an ice chest full of fish, I used to have a friend that was an avid fisherman. And man, he knew where to go and what to use, and he would come home with an ice chest full of fish. That was the whole point of him going. Okay, how did he do that? Because he knew where those fish were. And your fish is people on the internet that need something, and they want to pay money to get it. So what you have to do is find what those people are looking for. Once you find what they're looking for, you do the same thing like with fishing. You find what they want and you give it to them. Simple as that. That is a formula that you can't go wrong with. Find what they want and give it to them. You provide that, you make money. Now, in this case, when we do our research, what we're trying to find is things that people are looking for so that we can set up a site based around that. And not so much so that we can sell it, okay? Not so much that we can sell products and stuff, but so that we can sell that site and the people that are looking for it know it's in a hot market. So after we do our niche research, we're going to do some keyword research. We've got to find out, number one, that there are people looking for this thing, okay? And if you use the tools that I'm going to mention to you in the niche research, that's going to be stuff that people are looking for, because that's how it comes up. I'm going to show you how to find really strong niches that people want, lots of people. But in our keyword research, we want to make sure that, yes, a lot of people are searching for it, and two, we want to try to find out if people are willing to pay money for advertising with those keywords. We want keywords that people are buying so that we can see, yes, this is a profitable niche. There are some niches that are really, popular, but it's hard to make money at them. We don't want that. We want something where people are showing that, hey, I'm making money at this because I'm spending money on advertising. Now, for the most part, most of the people out there that you're going to see that do site flipping, they are going to go directly from this to building a website, and they're going to throw up some AdSense on it. Maybe they'll even throw up some affiliate products, things like that. And then people buy that site, and they just have to change their links, their affiliate links and stuff like that. But the deal is, we're going to do something a little bit different. What we're going to do is going to totally set us apart from everybody else out there. Instead of throwing AdSense on our site, instead of throwing affiliate products, we're going to go out and buy a PLR product. Now, you may or may not know what PLR is, okay? I will be going over this in great detail in that section, so I don't want to mention too much now. But a PLR product is a product that you have the rights, you're essentially purchasing the rights to own the product and sell it to others. Okay, that's just kind of the Reader's Digest condensed version of the whole PLR thing. Again, much more detail later. The secret, though, to being successful with this is you don't take that PLR product and just throw it on a site and bam, you're done. You rebrand the product. You make it truly your own by customizing it. And I'm going to show you how this is done. And the beauty of this is that if you go out and you get the right PLR products, it comes with a website already there. It comes with everything you need. Ideally, what happens is people buy a PLR product, and in their mind, ideally what happens is they can take it directly as is, maybe change their name in it, update their pay link, and they can upload it to their website, and bam, they're done. Instant website. It's got good graphics, it's got content, everything. But the secret with being successful at PLR is rebranding it. That way nobody else has it. Because with regular PLR, 1,000 people buy that product, and maybe you got 50 of them end up actually selling it. So there's a lot of competitors selling the exact same thing. How do you distinguish yourself? By rebranding it. New title, new everything. Customize the graphics a little bit so that people can't tell that that's the same thing. You're the only one that has it. With 50 people selling the same product, you got a lot of price gouging going on in there, right? They see 49 other people selling it for $59, so they say, oh, I'll sell for 49. Pretty soon somebody else sees that, and they say, I'll sell for 39. Somebody else sees that, and it ends up $7, and you can buy this right now. Totally devalues it. But if you're the one that has, your title's totally different, and you're selling it for $67, people are going to see that. They're going to go, hey, this is a different product. It's more expensive. It's probably got more value to it. I'll buy that one instead. Happens all the time. And that is the secret to successful PLR products, and I'll go into more detail about that later. Then you build your website, and this is going to take, not a whole lot of time, not a whole lot of work. What I actually recommend that you do is some type of integrated blog type thing. Some PLR products you can get like a generic template, a header that you can use, set up a WordPress blog, and you can do it that way. With some, it might be a sales page, and then you add a blog onto it. But either way, what you're going to want to be doing is integrating a blog with it. And I will show you what it is that I do, in different situations to make that happen. Because you want to be able to write content. We've got to be able to put stuff on there so that people are like, wow, here it is, bam. And, you want the search engines to be attracted to you, and you do that with content. You set up a sales page, and that's it. Search engines don't like that. They're going to be like, wow, mini site, whoop-de-doo. But you start adding a bunch of content, and they're like, okay, I got you. This is cool. And by the way, there's a lot of different things that you can do. Like, let's say that you get a PLR product that does not have graphics. It doesn't have a website. You can set up your whole, your website as just a blog, and I'll show you even how to set it up where the front page is a static page. That can be your sales letter, and then the blog is kind of an add-on type of thing. It's pretty cool, actually. So you set that up. You get everything working. When at the phase of building a website, there's a whole lot involved. Okay, this is where you would make sure that your buy buttons are working, and if you got to set up PayPal or whatever, that's all going to be done through there. Okay, and then we put that website on flippa.com. We set it up to sell as an auction. And what happens next? Simple. Rinse and repeat. All you do is, if you've got, and there's a couple ways that you can do it. Actually, if it's a real hot niche, you might want to let that website age for a little bit and just keep adding content every week. Write another article or something. But if you're going to build it and then turn around and sell it right away, that's totally cool. You can make really good bucks for that because, like I said, people are looking for instant turnkey done already. But what you do is when you post it for the auction, just go right back and start on the next one. And hopefully you can get another one ready to go before that auction is even over. That's right. All right, in the next video, we're going to start at the beginning here with hot niche research, and I'm going to show you some tools that you can use to find some killer niches, and we'll even do a little bit of hands-on where I will use them, and I'll kind of just show you around the sites and show you things that you can find, and that'll be in the next video.